Hey guys, just quickly before we begin, I wanted to tell you about a little holiday draw that we're doing here. I love knitting. I don't do it a lot anymore, but I am doing it right now. I'm hand knitting a scarf in blue and yellow, Vault-Tec color scheme. I'm gonna draw a winner from this video's comments section and mail the finished scarf to you personally if you win. So if you'd like to enter, please comment winter leaf under this video. You must comment winter leaf to win, and you must be subscribed, which is absolutely free to do. Make sure that your subscriptions are public so that I can confirm you're subscribed. Do all of this before December 1st, 2024, and I'll draw a winner on that day at 5 p.m. EST or EDT. Watch for a video announcement on the winner's name, and the winner will have 1 week to contact me by email with a mailing address so that I can send them their prize. All right, back to the video, and good luck. All right, let's talk about the Institute of Fallout 4. It can be tempting to think that the Institute, with all of its scientists and technological advantages, is the winning choice. After all, you'll get an army of synths and an incredible living space. With you in charge, the experiments and the kidnappings will stop, and the Institute will change its ways. Right? Well, what if I told you that's not how things would go? You see, the Institute is a group of scientists who have lived underground for generations. They have never seen the other humans above ground as people. They're merely expendable lab rats. They are actually lesser in the eyes of the Institute. They're irradiated and unintelligent masses that will die off. Or at least that's what the Institute believes, and has believed for a very long time. These beliefs allow these scientists to commit horrible atrocities under the belief that it's all justified, that they are the only true remnants of humanity. Sound familiar? It should. The Enclave holds these same beliefs. Both of these groups are purists, the only difference being that one is the former US military and the other are scientists. But really, you could put the Institute scientists to work for the Enclave with the Enclave scientists, and you'd never really notice that much of a difference. They'd melt together just fine. The Institute is not humanity's last hope. In fact, they are its destruction. Not only are they destroying vestiges of society above with their experiments and callous disregard, but they've turned their backs on an important, fundamental fact. In their drive for purity, they have reduced their gene pool to only those in the Institute. As this has been going on for generations now, over 200 years. How many of these people are related? Diversity is incredibly important because it's how we avoid recessive genes, which are often carrying traits that we do not want. These recessive genes require both parents to pass them to the offspring in order to cause problems. And it is when we limit our breeding to a very specific population that we end up losing that protective diversity and the birth defects rise. You can say that they are advanced scientists, and therefore surely they have solved these issues. But have they really? You only see a few children in the whole of the Institute. Where are the rest of them? Why are they so obsessed with creating perfect human life in the form of synthetic humans, if they have already perfected their own genes? If they had, they would not require synths. They could be as strong, smart, or charismatic as they wanted to be. Surely it would be easier for an actual human being with advanced genes resistant to radiation to infiltrate the society above than it would be for a synth. They require synths because they are just normal humans trained in science. In Fallout 4, you can take over the Institute, but if you do, you cannot free the Synths without installing mods. You can promise the Commonwealth that you will not harm them or interfere, but Synths will appear openly in the cities. The truth is, if you take over the Institute, you affect no real change at all in their values, and if you do not change their values, you do not change them. Virgil left the Institute because of FEV experiments. He wanted them to stop. But how many people did he expose to FEV and to awful experiments before he grew a conscience? Why did it take so long? The people of the Institute were born there. They grew up being raised to believe from birth that what the Institute is doing is right, that those outside are not as good as them, that they are humanity's only hope. They are raised on cold, hard logic. And though there are always a few good people who buck the mold, the Institute does not allow for change of these core beliefs. Nowhere is this more clear than with Father, the leader of the Institute, and your biological son. He knows that you are his mother or father. He knows that one of his parents were murdered trying to protect him. He knows that he was kidnapped by the Institute, and he is highly intelligent. Still, with all of this knowledge, he cannot break free from the beliefs that were instilled in him from a very young age. It's all he has ever known. He truly believes because he was indoctrinated, and that is the problem. Yes, he frees you, but it's an experiment to him. He was an experiment. He was used to create the new generation of synths to further the goals of the Institute, because even a baby is not off limits for the Institute. It is a machine, cold and calculating. He was allowed to live and join them only because he had not been exposed to the radiation, only because he was useful, only because he did not buck the opinions of the majority. He was indoctrinated. He was raised in their beliefs, and he is fully willing to turn his back on you if you refuse to be indoctrinated as well. One of the first things he does is send you to retrieve an escaped synth. He purposely chooses one that poses a threat to those above to convince you that what they are doing is right. He could have sent you to collect any one of the many escaped synths that are merely trying to live and hide. It's a calculated move to slowly remove your loyalties. He wants the Brotherhood destroyed because they are at war. Over technology, of course, but it goes deeper than that. It is the FEV experiments that lie at the core of this. The Institute creates super mutants out of innocent kidnapped victims. They put them up above ground once they are done with them. They are directly responsible for thousands of deaths, including Brotherhood of Steel soldiers who fight against them. You learn from holotapes in the FEV lab that the Institute continued these experiments without reason, without results. They just had no wish to stop. While it would be true to say that Maxim sends you against the Institute because of the synths, the truth is, if he had any idea what they were doing with the FEV experiments, it would be for that reason, even if there weren't any synths alive. He wants the Minutemen destroyed or controlled by the Institute so that no one opposes them. No one can stop them. The Minutemen do nothing but protect the people, so why would they need to be rid of them unless they meant to continue harming the people? He wants the railroad destroyed. because they will not fall under institute indoctrination. They want to free the synths from slavery. They cannot be controlled. You see, what the Institute really wants is complete domination, complete control, so that they can continue on as they always have. And the truth is that you taking over as director changes nothing. If they cannot control you, they'll be rid of you, and you'll have already removed anyone who could have helped you. They play on your love for your child, and that love will cost you and everyone around you absolutely everything. And that's why the Institute is inherently evil. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.